Today, I woke up feeling incredibly frustrated, incredibly sad. My father-in-law is dying, and I have no word of what's happening, and I'll be going to see him very soon. And the frustration of not being able to have him in my life, knowing that he's not going to be there for me. The frustration that I have of people losing their jobs and their incomes and knowing how difficult it is. The frustration of knowing that I cannot change anything, that I can't change people's perception of me. And I was woken up with all of this fear and frustration and anger. And so I cleaned out a drawer, my junk drawer, so that I could just get rid of stuff that I did not need anymore. And it felt a little good. And then I did some laundry, and then I was thinking about what I was going to share. The other thing I'm frustrated is that I don't know where I'm going in my life. And it's really been the first time in my life where I don't know what the next step is going to be. And I think a lot of you are feeling that. A lot of us just don't know what's going to happen. And in that moment is where we can pull it back. And this is what I'm going to invite you to do. Pull it back. Come into yourself. Come back into your body, as I am doing, and know that everything is working out the way it's supposed to, as difficult as it is to know that. That there is nothing that is permanent in life, and that we really never know what the future holds. And that's why I spend a lot of time on this thing about how we control people, how we try to control situation, places, and things so that we can be okay, when in fact we have very little control over anything or anybody or any circumstance. When I see people dying unexpectedly, like the little boy a few months ago in our community, or the children who have diseases that are stuck in hospitals. And this is where I have to really get into my heart, where I have to really become present and let all of the negativity go and focus on what I have right now and be grateful for what I have right now. One of the biggest causes of my incoherence, of the unmanageability of my experience, is that I think I'm right. I think I know what's best for everybody else, but I barely know what's best for me. So today I'm going to ask you and invite you to think about how you think you are so right in everything, and that your need to be right creates your frustration, that your need to know what you think is right hurts other people. And that's the other thing that I'm really frustrated about, is how rude people are, how mean people are, and how can I show up every single day in love in the face of rudeness without being rude back. How to show up in love when people are in survival mode. And this is where our work is. This is where my work is, and I invite you to join me. Today I'm reading from The Language of Letting Go, and I'm going to have a little something to say after this, so listen up. You know, in our spiritual practice, it's not about being right. It's about allowing ourselves to be who we are and accepting others as they are. God, it's so hard. This concept can be difficult for many of us who have lived in systems that functioned in the right-wrong justice scale. The person who was right was okay. The person who was wrong was shamed. All value and worth may have depended on being right. To be wrong meant annihilation of self and self-esteem. We are learning how to strive for love in our relationships, not superiority. Yes, we may need to make decisions about people's behaviors from time to time. If someone is hurting us, we need to stand up for ourselves. We have a responsibility to set boundaries and take care of ourselves, but we do not need to justify taking care of ourselves by condemning someone else. we can avoid the trap of focusing on others instead of ourselves. And we are learning that what we do needs to be right only for us. What others do is their business and needs to be right only for them. It's tempting to rest in the superiority of being right and in analyzing other people's motives and actions, but it's more rewarding to look deeper. And today I remember that I don't have to hide behind being right. I don't have to justify what I want and need with with saying something is right or wrong. I can let myself be who I am. And you can be who you are. I'm doing the best I can, and I know you're doing the best you can. And so when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling hurting, do what I did today, which was notice the feelings. Don't dwell in them. Allow them to go and flow through your body. Observe them. Let them go. And then do something constructive that is loving to you. And then allow yourself to move to the next moment. And just know that in any moment, every moment, that's all we have. What is right in front of us. I cannot control, you cannot control the outward events, but you can decide what to do, what is best for you in the next moment. And if you can't do that, sit, meditate, pray, and ask for guidance. If you like my content, as I see some of you do, please like, subscribe, and put in a comment below if this is something that you're wrestling with and that you would like more support in. I love you.